please.
Our story is about some of the problems that people face when they retire, cuando se jubilan. Here are some of the expressions you'll hear. Pensioners' rights, los derechos de los pensionistas.
The elderly, senior citizens, las personas mayores, and geriatric, anciano. We're going to see Tom visiting his parents. Our question for you is this. Why does Tom's father watch TV?
Cheers.
Tom, I wanted to ask you, why have you suddenly become so interested in pensioners' rights?
Well, they're important.
I never thought you were a social reformer.
No. Well,
You normally want to write about scandal and gossip.
yes. But a couple of weeks ago, I went home for my mum's birthday. Happy birthday, Mum!
Oh.
I hope you like it.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, great songs from the World Wars. Oh, that's lovely, darling. Very nice indeed. Now, go and say hello to your father. He needs cheering up. He just hasn't been the same since he retired.
How are you, Dad?
Oh, hello, Tom.
You look well? Do you remember the first time you took me to see them play?
Yes.
I'll never forget that first game.
It's not the same now.
It never is, Dad. Things change.
Things never change for the better.
I read in the papers they've bought a new Dutch player.
Why did they do that?
Because he's brilliant. They bought him so that they can win the championship this year.
There are no good players anymore. In the old days, they knew how to kick the ball.
In order to get into the team, they have to be first-class players, Dad. They know how to kick the ball.
Yeah.
What have you been doing then?
Nothing much. I watch TV to pass the time.
Got a good picture there, Dad.
There are no good programs on. It's rubbish. And it's getting worse. I forget the last time I saw a decent program on television.
What's that funny smell?
Oh, I do hope your mother's not cooking Indian food again.
I'm doing a course in Indian cookery at evening classes.
I do hope that Dad's going to eat with us.
I hope so too.
Dad?
I can't stand this stuff.
I hope you like it.
It's delicious. But you always used to cook cottage pie and carrots on a Thursday.
I cooked cottage pie and carrots every Thursday for 30 years. To please your father. I thought I'd have a change.
While Dad was getting older by the minute, Mum seemed to be getting younger. It was frightening.
I feel sorry for your dad.
Dad feels sorry for Dad too. I found it very difficult to know what to say to him. I mean, so's not to upset him.
Tom's father is obviously finding life rather difficult.
It's a huge change. One day you're working full-time, and the next day you've got nothing to do.
Unless you make a big effort to find something to do. But we'll hear more about that later. First, did you hear the answer to our question? Why does Tom's father watch TV?
What have you been doing then?
Nothing much. I watch TV to pass the time.
To pass the time. Para pasar el tiempo.
Fíjate en el infinitivo to pass. En este contexto expresa finalidad, es decir, por qué alguien está haciendo algo.
Why did Tom's mother cook cottage pie and carrots every Thursday?
It's delicious. But you always used to cook cottage pie and carrots on a Thursday.
I cooked cottage pie and carrots every Thursday for 30 years. To please your father.
To please your father. There are two other good ways of expressing the same thing. You can say, in order to, like this.
In order to get into the team, they have to be first-class players.
In order to get into the team.
And as you watch the rest of today's story, you'll hear more examples of those expressions. See if you can hear the answers to these questions.